Any fears or phobias?
Not really. I mean, I'm not that cool with, super claustrophobic things, and I used to be afraid of heights, but I try my best to kind of confront those fears. Climbing or especially jumping out of a plane definitely helps speed that along. So not really.
Okay. How open are you to learning and or trying ancient, unusual medical practices from around the world, and why?
I mean, I'd say very open. I mean, considering that we actually integrate ancient therapies into my job and what we teach practitioners and all of that. So, absolutely.
Okay. How do you think you'd react to some of these bizarre and outrageous medical practices? Some may be extreme.
Not negatively, I mean, but definitely critically. I don't take anything for face value, so if they say, drink this goat's urine because it's supposed to do whatever, I mean, I'm going to want to look at the science on it, or, and try to figure out that. So I wouldn't be shocked by it, but yeah, because there's definitely some weird stuff out there, but I would be critical, at least.
What is something we would not know just by looking at you?
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people that I talk to, or at least when they first see me from a distance or whatnot, I don't know if it's the longer hair or what, but I don't think that they think that I'm as well educated as I am. Whatever. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. What role do you generally play in groups? Talk about your time in the Army as well.
In groups with friends, I mean, usually I kind of like stay quieter and just kind of add wit or comments to like what's going on. Definitely at work or in business, I'm more of a leader, or at least a direct helper to the leader, basically. Kind of the same thing with the Army.
Tell us any interesting details about yourself or anything that makes you stand out.
I think the thing that makes me stand out the most for this contest, really, or well, not a contest, but for the documentary, is that I do this. I live and breathe this. This is my life and my passion and the work that I already do. So to me, going around the world and seeing these ancient modalities would only add value to what I do on a daily basis, basically. I don't know how many other people actually live and breathe and work in the alternative medicine field that you're looking at, but if anything, I think that makes me stand out more than others.
What is your favorite topic of conversation in social settings, religion, sports, politics, etc.? Why, and what is off limits?
Nothing's off limits. I mean, I'm willing to have a conversation with anyone about anything. Once I see that they're stuck in a dogmatic viewpoint about something, whether it's religion or politics or whatnot, I may not want to continue that discussion because at a certain point, there's no point in talking to certain people. If they're just a diehard whatever, they're not going to listen to anything you have to say. But I love talking about, spirituality, religion, politics, whatever's on people's minds. I love comedy, whatever.
Okay. What are your pet peeves? What kind of people or situations push your buttons?
People that are impatient and people that are whiners, basically, are the two biggest things that annoy the crap out of me. So I guess on a thing like this documentary, if someone was whining the whole time about the travel conditions that we have or whatever we're doing, I probably would get annoyed with them. That's probably that and traffic, but I think everyone hates traffic. So.
How do you handle stressful situations? How do you react?
I would say from the Army time till now, I'm pretty level-headed, even in very, very stressful situations. I can usually take a deep breath and kind of figure out what needs to happen with that without getting all freaked out.
What is your need to take this journey, and why do you deserve it?
The need, I guess, is to continue my education and exploration of the alternative medicine field. See what is out there and really experience it firsthand in the countries that these traditions actually come from. And what was the second half?
Why do you deserve it?
I think I deserve it because, again, I come from this background in this field, and I have an entire network of practitioners that call me on a daily basis to find out what's the latest, greatest, what's going on in the alternative medicine field. And I think that I can spread the information very well to other people that really deserve it, because their patients are looking for the best of what's available out there. So I think I deserve it because many other people will benefit from the knowledge that I would receive. So what I'm doing now is I'm mixing up some of the mud therapies that we use in our clinic, but that also that we teach to practitioners. Mud therapy is also known as fangotherapy, and it's been in use for a long time. The ancient people didn't just put mud on themselves because they were stupid. The muds, these are moor muds, peat magma, shilajit clay, a mix of different clays from around the world that have what they call maximum cation exchange, meaning that it can draw cations, negatively charged ions from the body, which are usually toxins. So literally the mud physically draws toxins from the body and puts it into the mud. So when I was talking about my hand and how I had broken the hand, one of the things that I used to facilitate the healing of that was the mud. So like I literally put it on my hand over the broken area and allowed the mud to sit, and it draws toxins from the body, and then on top of that it actually clears the energetic pathways through that area. So when you hear people talking about acupuncture and meridians and opening up those meridians, well, guess what? The mud therapies can do the same thing, which is why it's a key part of what we teach to alternative therapy practitioners right now. Very, very nifty little thing, and people have probably seen people get in mud baths and whatnot from around the world. So this is just one example of a therapy of the ancient people that's currently in use in alternative medicine today. And I'm definitely looking forward to learning about even more of them. All right, so this is where I work, Premier Research Labs. We do all the manufacturing and all the consulting, and actually have a clinic here inside.
Go ahead.
Alrighty, so up here is our conference room where we train healthcare practitioners. They come from all over, and we train them in the holistic medicine techniques that we use here at the labs. And over here actually is our med spa, where people come and actually get treated with the muds that I showed you guys earlier in the video.